So hello everybody, welcome back. This is a special video that I'm doing for when I reach 700 subscribers or more. I have asked several subscribers to send me pictures of things that they have in their bathrooms so that I can tell you what happens to those items during hard times. Meaning, the first one that I did, it was items from the kitchen or your prepper pantry or supply in terms of food and other things like that. This one is for items that are in the bathrooms. So thank you very much for the subscribers that have sent me the pictures. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you the names or anything like that for privacy issues and others. I of course will tell you that this is based upon my experience and other people's experience here. Your situation might be a little bit different. And I hope this is helpful. So you might want to grab your coffee and some sort of paper or something so that you can write several things down, because this one, you might find it interesting or weird or whatever. But having said all of that, if you wanted to share a coffee with me, you can do that in the link down below. And if you wanted to help me out so that I can get certain items like these ones or from the other pantry or whatever, then you can also send an Amazon gift card. So thank you very much. And if you wanted to read more about hard times and all the topics like this, you can check my books in Gumroad. Now, having said all of that, let's see. Okay, so here we have shaving foam, conditioning shampoo, meaning this one is two at the same time. Post-shave balm, body wash, which I think is for men. This one I think is a deodorant because it's an antiperspirant, but it's the one that is in a spray. And this one is also a calming bath soaks, stuff like that. So let me say the following about this one right off the bat. You are not going to find this, or that. No way. The only one that you may be able to find is body wash, but you are not going to find it for men. You're just going to find it by, I don't know how to call it. I'm not going to call it flavor because you're not going to taste it. Although some people do eat soap, by the way. I do not recommend that you eat soap. Because, yeah. Anyway, point being that, this thing is not going to be found for men because it's going to be too expensive. And you need something that you can use for the whole family. So, things that you need to understand. Do you actually need shaving cream or shaving foam? I haven't seen that in I think 9 years or maybe 8 years or something like that. Way before my daughter was born. Yeah, that one, because here's the deal. When you're going to shave, all you need is a little bit of warm water and soap. You can form a little bit of soap, and then with the foam from the soap, like the bubbles from the soap, you put it in your face or your underarm or whatever, and that is what you use so that you can shave. You do not need shaving cream or foam or anything like that. Therefore, there is no market for it. Because if you cannot afford food or pets or anything, let alone something that you like that. Now, this one says conditioning and shampoo both at the same time. No. Sorry. You might be able to get shampoo But finding something that is combined, no, not happening. Because here's the deal. You either buy the shampoo or you buy the conditioner, because it's kind of, I don't know how to put it, but most people will not be able to find these things. You can find it, but it's very hard. You can find mostly shampoos. And by the way, if you have allergies in your head, like my mom or my daughter or anything, I have a lot of, I know a lot of people that have allergies in their heads. Finding a shampoo that doesn't have salt, or a shampoo that is hypoallergenic or something like that, may be proven very difficult. Because again, when you are in hard times and you cannot afford food or anything like that, then you are certainly very likely not going to afford shampoo. So what you do is you take soap and you use soap in your hair. And the other thing that you want to do, or will do, is that you take white vinegar and you rinse your head with white vinegar, because white vinegar has the ability to take care of your dandruff. As in, you will not have dandruff or dandruff, I don't know how you pronounce that one. Dandruff, the white thing that looks like I don't know, like snow every time that you walk in your shoulders. That thing, that one you can get rid of that with white vinegar. And at the same time, white vinegar will condition your hair, as in it will make it better. So people will just use soap. You wash it and then you use a little bit of white vinegar and then you wash it and then that's it. Conditioners is the reason why. It's one of the things that once they're gone, it takes a very long time for the industry to produce conditioner. And that is when the industry thinks that this industry believes that there is a market for it. And that is when women go kind of like, I need my conditioner for my hair and I just don't want to use the white vinegar or other stuff, and then you might be able to find it, but conditioner will be gone. And hair, like bathe for cream and for the hair and stuff like that is also going to be gone. Now, post band, again, you are shaving, you probably don't need that. I know men will probably be, kind of like, my God, I need that. Yeah, but the thing is that, most people will use some sort of Vaseline or some sort of, other items that are natural, and if you need it. So this one has natural alternatives, and it also has other alternatives. So no, you're not going to find that one. And again, this one is going to be generic for the whole family, because you can't afford having one for the kid, one for you, and then one for the girls, and then one for... No. It's one that you might be able to find in gallon containers. So, that one is like that. So, in terms of the deodorant you will find, but it's not going to be the brand that you're used to, and it definitely, most certainly, not on a spray. It will be the one that you turn so that it will work, and that one is like everywhere. Or the one that has like a small ball that will roll, because this is too expensive, and it also doesn't last. But the other one will last, and there is one that most people will buy. That one is actually a cream. And that one, the way that we some people will handle this, the other part is that, you see, if you buy the one that needs to be turning, you risk somebody else using it, and then it's going to be an issue because it has to be personalized and everything, and it doesn't last a lot and things like that. However, there is one that is a cream, so all you need to do is just press it, you put it in your finger, and that way, it's more hygienic. And the whole family can use it, and it won't have an issue about somebody, touching their underarm or the skin with that thing. And also the deodorants are going to be used for the feet, because a lot of people will be all day in the street. You are not used to. A lot of people used to wear flip flops, but now they can't, and now they have to wear proper shoes and stuff like that. And the shoes are tearing, or they might be wet or stuff, and so deodorant might be used for the feet, and so this one is like a huge issue. In terms of like I said, calming bath, soak, or salt, yeah, I haven't seen those in years. I'm sorry, I just haven't seen those in years. Reason, well, yeah, who has bath and who has bowls and stuff like that? Is that one is for I'm not going to say extremely rich people, but because there are some people that like that, but it's not going to be common. So because I'm going to tell you the reason behind this one. If you have a house in which you have a bathtub and you had certain type of money, because you being able to relax in a bathtub with candles and stuff like that, that requires money, right? That means that you have a certain status. That means that you probably have certain connections, certain status, and certain level of education or whatever, or certain level of expectations of life. Now, if you are in that position, then if you see that things are going down and you don't want to go, deeper into hell, then you're leaving. Now, if people like that are the ones that buy this thing, then who is going to buy these things? Even if you have the bathtubs, this is it has a specific mindset. Not everybody will be inclined into taking time to pamper themselves. That requires certain levels of expectations of life. So even if you have the money to get these things, you might not have that expectation of life. I mean, how many times have you seen someone who is rich and yet they don't like to pamper themselves? They can't go to a spa. They don't take care of their hair. They don't do anything because they are too focused on working or money or other stuff and stuff like that, and vice versa. There are people that have no money, no nothing, but they like by pampering themselves. If you have that kind of expectations, then you be in a situation in which you have to, go into bucket duty and other things like that. It will just be such a crash against your mindset that you are leaving. You won't be able to handle it. It's going to be like one of those things. If you are this type of person, by the way, I am this type of person, and this is why I'm telling you, it's going to be a huge thing for you, and you are going to miss so much trying to pamper yourself and other things, that you will have big crashes with reality, and it will be a big thing, and so you will go into depression and stuff like that, because you will be missing all of these things. And so, in order for you to handle this, you need to let go of a lot of expectations. And you need to settle down with reality. And reality is that for cleaning yourself, you only need soap. And for cleaning yourself, you only need water. Hopefully it will be very clean water, and hopefully it will be from the pipe and stuff like that. So in terms of trading, no, yes, no, yes, no, and no. Sorry. Because who are you going to trade this with? Again, if you're thinking that you're going to trade this, you have to understand there are people who are preppers and there are people who are not preppers. If you're going to trade this, that means that you are a prepper. You are handling this with people who are not preppers, because people who are preppers they already have all of that. So people who are not preppers, they don't have this mentality in which we want to have the same things or whatever. People who are not preppers are like, I need to get food, I need to get that, or I need this, or I have 1,000 other priorities, and I can deal with only soap, kind of like that. So let's continue. There is a sink here. So this one I am guessing that it is, a liquid soap. These items, they are useful, but they are going to be kind of like not needed, because when you buy the soap, they already come in their own containers. So this one is going to be kind of like preference. It's not going to be necessarily important. And the tendency, not all the time, the tendency will be the following. You taking this into the one that is in the wall, and the one that, there is one in the wall, and there is one that has like a shelves. And in the shelves, you can put these two things that are in the shelf, that those are like the designs that are best. Here is why. Because if you have these, it's more difficult for somebody, if they are attached to the wall, nobody will be able to steal that. And if this is too pretty, and then you have, let's say a meeting with 5 or 10 friends in your house or something like that, if they really like this thing, you might go to the bathroom and find out that somebody stole it. Same with the toothpaste. And so, these things are kind of private, and people will steal the toilet paper and other things from a lot of houses. And I'm sorry about that one, but it's just reality, especially if you live in a common house with a lot of other students or residents, or a lot of friends and stuff like that. And then, if this is pretty and stuff like that, then you might have issues. This is why, but if it is attached to the wall, nobody will be able to steal it. And if you put the soaps that are in bars, same thing. Somebody can just grab it and, place it in a napkin and then, take it. So you always will prefer liquid soap, and you want it to be attached to the wall as, best possible. And if you have these things, you might want to consider having this bathroom only for you. And if it is going to be shared with other people or whatever, then you might need to reconsider getting, the containers that are kind of medium size, so that people, if they take it, is going to be kind of obvious and stuff like that. So I don't know how to put it, but anyway, in terms of trading this thing, not very likely. Toothpaste. Again, toothpaste, people will find natural alternatives to this, like coconut oil, like aloe vera, baking soda, and others. However, these ones are tradable. Toothpaste will be tradable. They also will be great gifts and things like that. And however, the tendency for the toothpaste is to, especially if you are into the spiritual thing and whatever, is actually not buying them, because they contain fluor. And fluor will kill your pineal gland. And so, this one is kind of like a big topic in terms of that area. If you are not into that, area, movement, or level or whatever, then it is going to be tradable, and you can sell it. And you can also add it on top of combos later for trading and stuff like that. Electrical toothbrushes, no. Sorry, just toothbrushes. Electrical will need electricity. They will also probably need the spare part. you're not going to be able to find the spare parts and the electricity and all of that. And so, these ones may be like an issue. You might not be able to get those, or you might need to just go back to basics. In terms of this one, which is mouthwash, that one is tradable, and that one is very, very, very thought after, because obviously, when you're washing your teeth with aloe vera and other things, you might be kind of like, I need that minty taste or stuff, and people will still look for these things like crazy. And this one is quite good. Also, this thing is it can help you in terms of when you have problems with your throat and other stuff. And also for cleaning. Some people will use them for cleaning. Some people will use them for other stuff. I don't need to tell you what. But this one, huge. Also, this one, you will be able to trade it best if it is a proper brand. There are people that will be like, I'm looking for the mouthwash, but if it's not this brand, or if it's not that brand, then I'm not buying it, or I don't care. I don't care if it is the best. Then it's kind of like the same thing that I told you about the ketchup. If it is generic ketchup, you are not going to trade it. However, if it is ketchup for a particular brand or something that is very popular, then you are trading it. So branding, in terms of this one, will be very, very, very important. The toothpaste will be the same. People like their brand. They don't like other things. So if you're thinking that you are going to trade generic, then the value or whatever is going to be less. And you might be less likely to trade it because people are going to be kind of like, this is generic toothpaste. Why do I want to spend more if it is not branded and if it is not something that, that it provides certain status? So it's a big thing. By the way, very important, this thing, the ones for the sink, you might need to buy or get the O-rings and the Teflon things and other stuff to repair these things. And you really, really want to take extremely good care of these things. And there are also hoses that go behind this one. You might need to get hoses and stuff like that and spare parts for this thing because they do break, and if you need to replace that, it's going to be $100 here in my country, which means that in another country it's going to probably be 500. So and then you're thinking, yeah, but whatever. Well, I'm just saying that these things do break, and these things do leak. And so and these things are specific, so you may need to talk to somebody about that one. So anyway, last, this one is the one that I was telling you. So these things have O-rings, and they need the Teflon, and then they need the thing that will be the screw thing and stuff like that. So you might need to get those. There is a hose also. This one doesn't have the hose, but there are some that will work with hoses. So anyway, these are detergents, obviously. This one is for smell. This one is for cleaning the toughest thing. This one is for bathroom cleaner. And this one says Power and Shine. I don't know what that one is. But the thing is that here is how people will do cleaning. You buy a degreaser, you get baking soda, you get lemon or lime or some sort of acid, and then you clean with whatever you have available. This one, that one, this one, this. No, I'm sorry. If you're looking for specific things, no, because that is too expensive. This is too expensive. That one is too expensive. People will just deal with basic, and the basic is baking soda with toothpaste, or baking soda with lemon, or baking soda with the soap in liquid soap, like the one that you use for dishes, or baking soda and something else, or something like that. So and if not, then like I said, you just get the containers that are spray, and then you get chlorine, and you get degreasers, and that's it. You get degreaser, and then chlorine, that's it. Remember that if you have a lot of chemicals, there is another thing, is the fact that if you have a lot of chemicals like that, and somebody opens this, they will think that you have a lot of money. So that's it right there. You are going to be kind of like not average. And if you are not average, I don't need to tell you that how people perceive you, despite you being completely broke, poor, whatever. If people perceive that you have resources and money and everything else, then you are going to become a target. So it's kind of like anyway. Point being that you might need to put all the detergents in places that are not seen by everyone. Second part is that if you have all kinds of cleaners and stuff like that, if you have kids and they consume any of these things, and you don't know what to do if they consume certain things, this is going to be a huge issue, because you might not have gasoline to take your kid to the hospital. You might not have the car available to do this. Or if you go to the hospital, they might not be able to treat them because they don't know what they took. So, so this one, like I said, if you have kids, you need to place them in certain things that are far away from bathrooms. And then, again, if you have people that will be seeing the bathroom, then they will see that you have brands, and then that you have things that are like sprays and deodorants for the air. They will think that you are extremely rich or something, because most people will not be able to afford any of these. In terms of trading, no, none of these things. In terms of buying certain brands, yes, certain people will buy certain brand, but the most important part here is that do you understand that most people will use Go Basics. So like I said, it will depend. So that's it. Those are the pictures that I got for this video. I don't know what else to tell you about bathrooms or cleaning or anything like that. I think that what these things are missing are things that are about the bathrooms, like the cleaners for the toilet and other things like that. And I have a reproduction list on bathrooms, because there was a lot of people that were interested in what happens to bathrooms. Like, how do you clean it? Like, how do you deal with bathrooms? Like, a lot of things. So bathrooms, I'm not going to say that it's as big as food, but bathrooms involved a lot of things, because there are things that, like I said, you are not going to see until you are there. Because right now, if you are in good times, anyone can go into anyone's bathroom, and nobody is going to be thinking, I don't have soap. And nobody is going to be thinking, I don't have that. And nobody is going to be thinking, yeah, I can't afford that brand. Or I can't afford having more than 2 detergents. Or anything like that. You are not thinking like that. And so, meaning this is average. If you're in good times, this is average. And so, if you're average, that's fine. But if the average for these items lowers, then yours also must lower, because you are not going to keep up with the average. if you are too far down from the average, that's not necessarily bad, but at the same time, it might be bad for certain situations. But if you are too up from the average, then you are going to be taken down by someone. And so, all of these things are luxuries. Because, like I said, for cleaning or for, for cleaning yourself or for doing a lot of things, you don't need any of this. You need to go back to basics. And so, no of that. And so, maybe chlorine and other stuff. So anyway, I have the reproduction list on bathrooms. I also have a reproduction list on cleaning with no water. The reproduction list is also it's called a playlist or a series. I call it reproduction list because that's how it's named. Every time that I open the YouTube page, it says reproduction list. So anyway, I'm sorry if I in my head it's kind of difficult to put it as a playlist, because playlist for me sounds like music. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful somehow, and thank you for so much support, and I do hope that next video is going to be for 1,200 subscribers. So that is my next goal. The first one was 300, the second one was 700, and then 1,200. And so, hopefully by then I will get another pictures or stuff like that. And I do hope these videos are kind of, it sparks your attention. So, thank you.